Hey Aries, welcome to this reading. I hope that you're doing well today. The world, yeah, right now you are, the world, and they feel like you're very, fertile, and that's really regardless of, age, or if anybody isn't fertile for any reason. It's more that you just, when they look at you, they just feel like, whatever their, if you're a woman and they're a man, whatever that ideal woman is, whatever sort of physical appearance that really gets them going, that's how they feel about you. If you're a man, whatever their ideal sort of manly or masculine energy is, that's how they see you. And you see how she's stretched back, she's doing her own thing, she's not paying attention, but they're looking at you and they're thinking, wow, there is something you do, or a way you move your body, or you gesture, or something that they really like, and they're really looking at, and you're not even aware of it. This, as I said, this could be if you're in a relationship and you see each other in person, or maybe it's something, a photo they're looking at, or a memory they have. Okay. I'll put a link to the last reading I did that was very intense, very passionate as well. So this energy, I don't think your person's managed to release this or transmute this or do anything about this. It still seems to be very present. The King of Cups. What I actually got in my head when I pulled this was the phrase heart on. So not hard on, but heart on. There's a reader called, I believe it's Soul Whispers Tarot. She has quite a large following, so you might be aware of her. And she pulls these messages that she's written, and she has one that says heart on, and it's about the way she explains it, her intention behind it. It's someone becoming aroused because of their love for you. So it's not just physicality. We definitely have that, but this person, they're fully in right now, really in their feelings, and they have these deep emotions, and this love, this appreciation for you is also arousing them. Just gonna say it. Okay, wow, what other messages do we have from my viewers, please? I see now why I was keen to get this reading going. The Knight of Wands in the reverse, more passionate energy, and the Five of Swords. So, yeah, they haven't released this. It's bubbling around inside them. They're conflicted about something. So let's get another row and see what the Eight of Swords in reverse. So there's a freedom about you that they love. You're not restricted by paradigms or society or convention. Maybe at one point, they kind of sensed there was something about you that was restrictive, or you were restricting yourself, or there was, some way in which you weren't completely stepping into your power. They really see that you have now, and, they can't get enough. Actually, yeah, it looks like the same woman, doesn't it? Even her hair is the same. See how here she's all closed, she's small, she's restricted, and now this is you. Whether you're a woman or a man watching this, it's the energy. You're open, your chest is open, there's a strength that's coming from within. There's movement as well, like sort of the energy isn't stagnant. Wow, okay. Hearing in my head the Alpha and the Omega. This person is looking at you as like everything. Okay, we have the Two of Cups. So your person knows that this connection is still here, and they really hope and do believe that you feel it too. But what they are acknowledging is there is some form of disconnect. There is some kind of repair that needs to happen here. They're sitting on these feelings for you. Why? The Six of Swords in reverse. So they're making a return to you. For some of you, this could physically be returning, moving back in. For some of them, I feel they may be moving house, actually. So they might be moving closer to you. But otherwise, this is a return to communication, a return to this connection, especially if they pulled back or ghosted or anything like that. What are they conflicted about? Tell me about this Five of Swords, please. They're looking at their past selves from a much more mature place. They're more advanced, they're more experienced, is what I'm being shown. They feel like their behavior in the past was actually petty. You may have had lots of mind games, lots of unspoken battles, you know, who would ghost the other first, or who would win an argument, or you know, all of that sort of nonsense. And in the that, you know, that felt really important to them at the time, even though each time it was a hollow victory. And now they're looking back at that saying, what nonsense. Okay, can we get one for the Five of Swords? Wow. The Well. So this is about working with the energy of Mother Earth again. This energy that they feel you have. It's like you're connected to nature, to just eternal abundance here. There's like a sensuality that comes, that sort of radiates off of you. Okay. So this to me doesn't really explain why they're feeling conflicted. So let me go in and look again at this Five of Swords. Because this energy, this is one of inspiration, of growth, finding solutions to obstacles. So tell me about this Five of Swords, please. This doesn't really feel like it fits into me. So what is it doing here? The King of Swords, the Hermit in reverse, the Two of Pentacles. Oh, there's a situation outside of you that's got them in their heads here. Okay, whatever this situation is, another person, work, beliefs, family, whatever. Their heart isn't in it. It's very much in the headspace. It's about logic. They could be staying somewhere or doing something because rationally it seems to make sense. Even though they're feeling overstretched, they're unhappy. So that's okay. No wonder it didn't fit. This literally is not part of your connection. It doesn't fit in your connection. Yeah, this situation has caused pain to them for sure, possibly to you as well. And they're kind of getting over this, but there needs to be that one final step towards the Four of Swords, rest, recovery, healing, that inspiration of how to deal with this. Okay, let's go in. Let's look more at the world here. The Five of Cups and the Four of Cups. Yes. So they felt very sad. I'm hearing regret. Oh, self-denial. They denied themselves. Okay, so continuing with this passion, if they felt very tempted by you in the past, they may have pulled back because of this, and they didn't tell you this is why. They felt like they were going to make some kind of mistake or do something that they didn't want to do because they couldn't control, you know, their feelings for you. So that might resonate for some of you. But either way, they feel that they've deprived themselves of this soul connection, something very special. But they're coming out of this energy. We move to the Four of Cups. You know, they see that something is still here. They really hope you feel it too. You know, and they're wanting to make something of it, to do something with this love between you. You can see how the King is holding this cup. Yes, they want healing. They want to mend things. We have Leo energy here. There's a need to bring you some kind of clarity. Oh, about their feelings. Okay. So this person, when they drink, they could get really in their emotions about you. I'm feeling as well when they're falling asleep. Let's see what they view you as having freed yourself from. What was restraining you in the past? Ooh, definitely restrained. Maybe they saw you waiting for them. Yeah, waiting for your, you know, your wish to come true with them. Feeling, yeah, you were waiting to take a leap of faith. And they probably liked knowing that you were there, but there's something about the fact that you've moved forward anyway. You're not keeping yourself stuck for them. That's really got their attention. That's making them see your strength, your power, the fact that you're not making these moves to play any games. You're not saying, oh, look, I've walked away. Are you going to follow me? It's nothing like that. You're actually just living your life. And yeah, it's really, really interesting to them. It's kind of pushing them. Well, I shouldn't say pushing, no. It's making them want to step into this energy, divine masculine energy. Yeah. It's like in the past, in some way, they might have felt that you were verbally, energetically, emotionally, almost pleading with them, saying, choose me, take this leap of faith with me. And they weren't. And it got to the point where you said, okay, fine. You know, I don't want to necessarily move forward without you and free myself from this, but I have to and I will. And you have done. Because, you know, you can't just wait forever. And it doesn't have to be one or the other. It doesn't have to be I'm going to go, going to string myself up here and not do anything and not live my life, or I'm going to move forward. You can move forward and still hold space, which is what I feel you've done. Okay, let's look at this King of Cups. Yeah, he's thinking about the things in his life that don't feel successful. This situation over here. He doesn't want to juggle anymore. He doesn't want to breadcrumb you. More passion here. He wants to make a return. I think this person pulled away. And you might have been wondering why. I think they were scared. If they blocked you on social media or unfriended you or something like that, and it seemed like there was no reason. There's something about your presence that felt like a threat, not that you were going to do anything bad to them, but the feelings they have for you, it threatened maybe stability, or it threatened the actions it made them want to take. It threatened their view of themselves, or something like that. It's like they can't control themselves when they're around you or when they're speaking to you. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Temperance, absolutely. Like I said, they know this connection is still here. They're hoping you feel it too. They want to speak with you. They want to smooth things over. They want to transmute any low vibrational energy and to just bring healing. We've got Sagittarius here. We also have Virgo with the Hermit as well. Okay, let's get one more. Let's get another one. What is the Two of Swords? Why are they in their head? What are they thinking about? Ooh, bringing you in from being out in the cold, or wanting to come in from being out in the cold, wanting to reconnect, but wondering, how are you going to receive them? Are you going to decapitate them? Are you really mad? Are you angry because they did a disappearing act? Or they pulled back, or they became cold? Or they didn't prioritize you, whatever your particular situation, are you going to be defensive? Are you going to open your heart to them? Because this person, the way they feel about you right now, the feelings they have come into and come to realize, they cannot deal with rejection. It would crush them. It would destroy them. So this is a big fear, and I think they're going back and forth, back and forth. I think I'll reach out. I'm going to have faith. I know in my heart this connection is still here. Actually, no, let me wait and watch a bit longer, because I will be devastated if, my person, you, the viewer, doesn't want me. Actually, no, my heart's saying to do it, and it's been long enough. I might lose them. They might meet someone else, for example. Let me do it. Actually, no, if I go too soon, I'm going to mess this all up. Back and forth, back and forth. Wow, okay, let's get some oracle cards for you. Where are they? Here. And I got a new deck yesterday that I was gifted, so I want to pull a card from that as well. Okay, that's going to be advice for you. So, can we get some messages, please, to my viewer, to my subscriber, from their person, and what does this person want to say to them? Yes, I just wasn't ready for you. This is why they pulled back. Well, now they are, and they're wondering, are you ready for them? Are you there? Are you open to them? Songs are speaking to me. So lyrics from songs are perhaps reminding them of you. Maybe there's a song that you share, and they're hearing that a lot. I feel, yeah, I'm getting this energy. Where's that card? It's the King of Cups. When they drink, or when they're falling asleep, whenever their guard, their conscious mind, their ego is a little bit down, they get really in their feelings. When they hear a song that's sort of sentimental, or it reminds them of you, all these feelings come up. And that's because they're always now just below the surface. So anytime your person doesn't have complete control, these feelings come up. You inspire me. Exactly. Why? Because you were restrained in some way, or they viewed you as being limited or limiting yourself, and now you're completely free. Like I said, it's like you're working with the energy of the earth, Mother Nature, an infinite supply of abundance. They look at you as being so abundant in terms of health, beauty, finances, everything around you. And you might be saying, wow, they have rose-tinted glasses on, but honestly, that's how they feel. That's how they're seeing you. Maybe some of you are saying, no, this is true. I've really worked on myself. I'm glad they can see. Okay, so, exactly. See, you are an angel. You are on a pedestal, a super high pedestal that no one else can even reach. I mean, yeah, you're an angel. That's exactly what I was feeling. I've thought about you a lot lately, and they have. They've thought about you in terms of admiring you, your beauty, your, I'm hearing intellect, everything. They've also thought about you in terms of, you know, passion. Okay, I never know how to phrase that because, you know, we are on YouTube. It is a public reading. Okay, let me get the other cards. Actually, let's do these first. So these messages could be, see, there we go. These messages could be from your person or from spirit. So messages, please, to my viewer. Let's see. So first out, all this root chakra energy, more nature. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you will be surprised where it leads. And that's making me think of this. Your person is very stressed out. Why? Because this situation needs to end. And it's not even so much that they're resisting it, they're trying to find this way out at this time. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So maybe a message from spirit there. If you're feeling low, if you feel like, you know, you are waiting for this person, they're not coming in, or, you know, there's a bit of struggle, or, you know, something is just not how you're wanting at this time. Focus on the positives, and the negatives, not to say that they'll just magically fall away. Often they do, or if they seem very significant, they at least don't carry as much weight and won't influence you and how you're feeling so much. Okay. We have romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Yeah, I'm telling you, this person is besotted. Okay, let me get the other deck, and then we'll get some advice. Okay. Oh, and somebody wanted to know about my spell deck. What is it? So it's this. And I just got it off Amazon, so it should be very easy to find. Okay. So can we get a message, please? Some advice or some insight from my viewer's spirit. So after we've done this, we'll move into the one question, one card reading. If you're wondering what that is, I invite you to leave a question in the comments down below, and I randomly select someone to pull a card for in the next reading. So we pick one card to answer your question. So if you want to get involved, just leave your question down below in the comments. Okay, so what message, please, for my viewers, for my subscribers, Spirit? Thank you. Ooh, adjustments are required, and you know I cannot just leave it there. Maybe you know what it is, but maybe you don't. So let's see, what kind of adjustments? What kind of adjustments are required here, please? For some of you, again, I'm getting moving. Maybe you moved house, or your person moved house, or you're wanting to move. And that obviously that's not going to be everyone. So let's see what kind of adjustments are required, please. The Ten of Swords, so adjusting your perspective, adjusting your energy, your frequency, overcoming some kind of pain, a feeling of betrayal. Okay, maybe you were stabbed in the back, maybe you were betrayed, but you know, whoever did this to you, do they deserve to have you, you know, are you going to let them keep you down like that forever? Absolutely not, you know. No, they've moved forward and they're doing their own thing. If it's your person, yes, they probably regret this, but you staying down is not going to change anything, you know? So take those swords out and use them. I'm getting a really weird image. So there's 10 swords, take 6 of them out and use them to move forward, the 6 of swords energy. One of the swords, use it as the Ace of Swords, the sword of truth. You know, use this, take the wisdom from this. Use it to your advantage, and I feel you already have done this, you know, with this card here, the world. And the world is about closing a cycle, moving on, learning a lesson. Okay, any other adjustments? Any other adjustments, please? Yeah, the Tower in reverse. I really feel this is about adjusting your perspective. Yeah, realizing that you are powerful here. There's something you might want to do as well, but it's going to require a leap of courage, stepping outside of what feels familiar, what feels safe. And I think Spirit's encouraging you to do so. Again, I know I keep talking about it, but the Two of Wands is moving or movement. Maybe it's not permanently moving home, but some kind of travel. Could be, you know, could even be psychological travel, changing perspective, like I said. Okay, so take whatever resonates from those adjustments. Maybe it's something entirely different and you know very clearly what this is talking about. Okay, so if you're leaving us, thank you so much for watching. I hope it helped. If you want to book a reading with me, the link is in the description box below. You can join the Facebook group, listen to my free meditations. If you're sticking around, we're going to do the one question, one card reading. So let's dive in. Thank you for your question, Nicole. So let's see, will FC ever open up and express his true feelings for you? So Spirit, will FC ever open up and express his true feelings for Nicole? Can you give us a card to show us, please? Okay, perfect. Yes, he will. And there's, you know, yeah, there's nothing more to say, is there? The Ace of Cups, perfect. So yes, and if you were wondering what his true feelings are, and it doesn't really seem like you were, but if you had any doubt, you know, really pure, lovely feelings. At most, he's in love. At the very least, you know, there's a real sort of an open-heartedness and an excitement about exploring, seeing where this could go. I feel the word valuable coming out. He sees you and this connection as very valuable. So yes, I do think he will. He will open up and express his feelings to you, and his feelings are very pure and genuine and deep as well. Okay, so thank you for the question. Thank you everyone for watching. I will see you on